Glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Here in the divisional round, the pressure gets dialed up several more notches. Some players rise to the occasion, some can't handle the heat. We'll see who shines in the spotlight and gets his team to the conference title game. It's the Browns going up against the Broncos. With that, let's go out to Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. They'll look to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Here we go. Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dodson with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go. No. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it?
And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Fresh set of downs here. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
It's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Doxson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. Number. Back down to Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Looking to throw. Dancing, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown...
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dodson with a grab over the middle. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Doctson from 3 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two-handed.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turn. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. A strong running. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some...
And the Browns getting set to go. Getting down to the end here. They have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild...
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run.
Offense.
And that one is going to set the offense back. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.